What's up, guys? Welcome to Crypto Zoltan. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the world of playable games and Web3 gaming. Before we hit play on these games, make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button for more real authentic altcoin reviews and crypto insights. I'm going to try to do my best to give you an unbiased review of this project. This video is not sponsored and I have no ties to the Bull token or the Playable team. There are rumors that we are gearing up to kick off a bull run in 2024. If you've been lucky enough to experience a bull run in the past, you know that the latest and greatest narratives tend to fuel the FOMO that brings the attention into certain categories of the crypto space. I believe the next bull run will be no different. Nobody can predict the future, but there are a few things that are hot right now that I think might bleed into next year. One of those is the AI narrative. If you have an AI crypto project you think is worth sharing, drop it in the comments below and I'll check it out. The other narrative and category that we're going to talk about today is gaming. There's a growing trend of influencers speculating that blockchain gaming is going to be one of the hot topics that's going to drive future FOMO in 2024. If that theory proves true, then we need to ask ourselves what project is going to hit it out of the park in the crypto gaming category. Let's put Playable Games and their bull token to bat and see if they're going to hit a home run. Playable Games, helmed by the crypto duo Jethro and Jonathan Buzinquiat, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is purportedly revolutionizing gaming through NFT-based asset ownership on the Bull blockchain. It's part of a growing trend in Web3 crypto gaming, offering players true ownership of in-game assets. In the broader spectrum, traditional gaming has focused on centralized ownership, but Web3 crypto gaming introduces decentralized asset ownership, potentially providing more power to the gamer. Now, we have to be fair and mention Playable is not the only one operating in the crypto gaming space. The competition is robust and ever expanding. Projects like Ronin, Wax, Decentraland, Beam, Engine, and Gala Games are all operating in this space and have their own varying ecosystems and loyal fan bases, all further fueling vigorous competition and innovation. So what's all the hype fueling the Playable engine? Let's dig into their ecosystem, the games, and the white paper to find out. Let's start with the website. If you're wondering why it matters, marketing is huge for many crypto projects, and a well put together website with graphics that aren't just copy and paste is one of the many things that help push a project towards being seen as legitimate and not some fly-by-night cash grab. Personally, when I see a website where the project couldn't even spend some cash or time to put together something decent looking that doesn't look janky, it starts to raise a red flag to me immediately. In my opinion, when we pull up their website and take a look, it looks pretty sleek and well put together. No real complaints. Lots of nice graphics, and there is a cohesive color scheme and sense of branding, which is a nice start. All the links seem to work and the pages are pretty responsive. If we look at the page header, we see a couple of different options to explore. If we click on Node, the page gives you some stats and a button where you can purchase a node. Looks like the price is about 5,300 USDC for a node. Personally, that's too pricey for me, but if you think Playable is going to be the next Activision or powerhouse of blockchain gaming, then it may be something to consider. I'd also probably look at the cost versus rate of return to see if it's worth purchasing. Let's go back and take a look at the coin. If we click on it, we are brought to a page where we can learn more about the Bull token, its circulating supply, and its utility. Something cool to note here is that this project is built on the Avalanche Blockchain. So if you are an AVAX fan and believe in that whole ecosystem, you can continue to interact and support that network and this project. It's also worth noting that in the last bull run, so many people flocked to the Binance Smart Chain to mess around with altcoins on that ecosystem. With Avalanche, I believe you could just buy the AVAX token on Coinbase and move it over to MetaMask and start interacting with projects like Playable that operate on top of it without having to go through a bunch of hoops. Plus, given the latest issue in the news with CZ and Binance, there's definitely potential for uncertainty in that space in the future, at least for us here in the US. That being said, let's jump to games. When we hover over the word games, we see a list of games. Let's click on one of them and see what's up. Okay, when looking at Nexus, we see a bit of information about the game and some lore associated with it. We also see a Play Now button, along with a trailer we can watch to see the game. Honestly, the graphics look pretty good, but I haven't actually played the game, so I don't have much to say about it. I'd love to hear about the gameplay. If you've tried it, let me know if it's fun or if it sucks, and which one of the games on here is your favorite. Moving on to the teams page, it looks like it lists out a fully doxed team along with the hierarchy of the company from management to developers, marketers, and a bunch of other employees. Looks like most of the team, including the founders, are based outside of the USA. Now, does it matter? No, not necessarily. However, I'm not a lawyer or a tax specialist, but I imagine regulation, taxes, and laws can vary quite drastically between a DMCC free zone in Dubai versus the state of New York in the United States. So I'd like to at least mention it to you, whether the information is good, bad, or indifferent. I'll let you make your own calls. Finishing off the website overview, we see a page for merch. Not too much to say here. Looks like it's mostly branded stuff like t-shirts and mugs and whatnot. If you're a supporter of the project and you want to show it off, then give it a go. But I can't speak for what any of the stuff actually looks like in real life, as it looks like most of the pics are mocks, which is not uncommon when displaying different graphics and color options online. Finally, we can click on the marketplace and see this is a spot to buy and sell NFTs. We see one collection in the marketplace, and it is for the Bull PFPs. These PFPs have random traits to make them unique, and it looks typical to what you would find in a PFP NFT project. I honestly don't see too much going on here, as I don't see any trading volume, and it doesn't look like there's any NFTs up for sale in the marketplace. When I click on some of the NFTs randomly, it looks like they just have a history of being minted. Not sure what is going on here, and if it is just not of interest to the community, or if the project is new and it's still being worked on. If you have any insight here on what's going on, let me know down in the comments below, and let me know if I'm missing something. Now that we went over the website, let's take a real quick look at the white paper and see if it gives us any more information on the project outside of what we have already reviewed here. Their white paper looks really good. It's got sleek graphics and an eye-catching layout. The designer definitely did a good job repurposing stock images, adding in fun fonts, and bringing in game graphics to help support the message on each slide. The presentation definitely marries up well to the branding and feel of the website. Instead of going through each page, let's just look at the meat of the white paper and see if we can find anything that we didn't see on the website. Starting off, again, we see the founders Jethro and Jonathan. I tried to look up their handles that are listed on the next to their names, but I don't see them on X. I'm not sure if this is a username on Playa3ull or on some other social media. Again, let me know in the comments if you know where these usernames are actually at. If we look at the slide here for the Bull coin, this is a pretty important one for the white paper. Definitely something to take a look at. So first thing is, Bull coin is deflationary. What do they got here? They have introduced a 10% burn mechanism. It's designed to enhance the deflationary attribute of the native Bull coin strategically. This move guarantees to increase the coin's scarcity over time. I highlighted this just because it's only scarce if there's a demand for it. If no one's looking to buy this project, or it kind of goes into obscurity, the coin's not going to be scarce, so you could burn all of it and it's not going to matter. There's still supply and demand that you have to account for, and if there's no demand for the supply, then I don't see the value really going up just because there's less supply for it. Bull coin tokenomics. So 50 billion max supply, the course of 10 years, Avalanche, great blockchain, awesome ecosystem, great one to work on top of. So kudos there, nothing wrong with using Avalanche. And like I said, last bull run, everybody's running to Binance. This bull run, maybe everyone runs to Avalanche. I don't know. Time will tell. 5 billion bull coins come into existence through nodes each year for 10 years. Nodes will be sold at 100 USD for the first 100. Well, those are long gone now. The price will increase by 100 USD after every 100 nodes are sold. There will only be 50,000 nodes sold worldwide, a limited amount of nodes. Again, I don't know, is this a good number, a bad number? When you get the 50,000th node, how much money are you going to make? What's the value of it? Of you holding it? I don't know. Again, you're going to have to do that profit versus cost analysis to determine if it's worth your time and investment. After all coins have been distributed, there will be a small fee paid for each transaction to the node owners in exchange for hosting the nodes. So that's how they keep the project going. Once all these tokens are actually in circulation, then from there, the nodes will just continue to get a portion of the fees. Nothing really here. Utility for the Bull token. Pretty much, if you want to interact with the playable ecosystem, you're going to need the Bull token to do anything. The games, that's the NFTs, that's the competitions, that's skins. If you own like Doge or Pepe or something like that, I think you're qualified to get like custom skins for those projects. You have to actually like spend anything to do that. But you do need the Bull token for the marketplace, the VIP membership, nodes, and then future prizes, giveaways, contests, whatever. They just note that their nodes are not intended to be investment, so take that for what it is. I mean, they shouldn't really promise you any returns across the board for any of this stuff anyway, in my opinion, just because it's so speculative and so risky, and you should really be doing this for the love of crypto gaming, not necessarily just for monetary value. But I get people speculating in the crypto space, so it is what it is. But again, you really should do your own research. You have your roadmap. I would imagine that they delivered on all of these things. We're right at the end of Q4. So phase 3 marketing begins. Not sure what that means. Starvin' Martian and Ordinium. I guess 2 games set to be released, and then more games to be released in 24. More games to be released in 25 and beyond. I don't know what the rest of the roadmap is. I guess they're just gonna use new games. So I guess maybe all the back end is already built out. Okay, I mean, great. If we look at the Playables Games community, we see that they have a really healthy X following of 20,000 people. We look at their posts. It seems like they're pretty active on social media, and looks like they get a lot of likes and a lot of retweets and a lot of engagement from their fans, which is great to see. Playable Games also has a robust Discord channel with 12,429 active users. Looks like they are constantly providing updates, contests, giveaways. You got general talk, people talking about the nodes, offering suggestions, and also just general other things that you would see in a healthy crypto project. Web3 gaming, in my opinion, is still in its infancy, and there are only a select few major gatekeepers in the traditional gaming space. However, that being said, looking forward, Playable Games has potential. If successful, it could disrupt traditional gaming norms and help pave the way for decentralized ownership and play-to-earn gaming models to become the norm. However, nobody can predict the future, and we know that literally anything can happen in the crypto space. So always stop to think and try to do your own research. Personally, I feel like we're in the early days of the .com era when it comes to crypto companies. And if I am right, that means that most of these projects will disappear to obscurity. Eventually though, there will be a few companies or projects that end up becoming the next Amazons and Googles of the crypto world. The question is it going to be playable? I'll let you decide. What's your take on Playable Games and their position in the world of crypto gaming? Drop your comments below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more engaging crypto reviews. If you want to keep the conversation going, join my free Discord channel by clicking on the link below in the description of this video. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, this has been Crypto Zoltan.